Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Wet Shaving with Angelo. I'm Angelo, and today's going to be a good day and a good shave. And today, I think, is going to be a very exciting shave. I'm using new products. Some of these new products are brand spanking new on the wet shaving market. And one item that I'm using that's for the first time is a vintage razor that is so hard to find and get a hold of. So let me show you. So let's start with showing off what I'll be using. For the brush of choice, I'm going to be using the Phoenix Arts and Accoutrements' Atomic Rocket 26mm synthetic knot. Blade of choice, my go-to blade when I'm testing out new razors, Vosgod. Now for the razor choice, this is the Barbasol Floating Head razor. This is a very hard to come across, very rare razor that I was lucky enough to score on eBay with a winning bid of $66. Normally, this razor goes upwards of $130 or more, depending on condition, depending on seller, depending on if it's buy it now or even on auctions. Sometimes auctions go sky high for these razors. And I've heard this is a very aggressive razor. This will be the first time I'm shaving with it, so I'm excited to see how it performs. Now for the software of choice, this is what I'm really excited. I've used this one time yesterday, and it is the Zaharoff Signature Shave Soap and matching Aftershave Splash. This soap and Aftershave Splash is a collaboration between Zaharoff and Gentleman's Nod. And it's a collaboration between Zaharoff and Gentleman's Nod. The Gentleman's Nod was asked by Zaharoff to make a shave soap and aftershave splash that smelled exactly like their signature scent. And for those wondering what scent notes are in the Zaharoff signature scent, the top notes are fresh cardamom from Guatemala, lavender from south of France, black pepper, juicy pear, blue cypress from Provence. Mid notes are ginger roots from India, blonde cedar from Virginia, temple oud from Indonesia, iris from Florentine, pimento leaves from Jamaica, fir balsam from Canada, and the base notes are creamy sandalwood, Australia, gold patchouli, Indonesia, black amber, myrrh, and frankincense from Ethiopia. And I love the scent of this soap and splash. It's very masculine, yet at the same time very modern. So I'm going to wet the face and get started building my lather for the first pass with the grain. And I will say, this is a very thirsty soap. So you're going to want to make sure your brush has a good amount of water on it when you start to load your brush or build your lather. So let's wet the face and get to shaving. How's everyone doing out there? Having good shaves? Let me know in the comments. And I'm working with roughly a day's worth of shave, and I'm working with roughly a day's worth of stubble. If anyone's interested, and for me, a day's worth of stubble may be 2 or 3 days for another person, because my facial hair grows real fast. And this aftershave splash of Zaharoff is the first aftershave splash I know of that's made by Gentleman's Nod. Because usually when Gentleman's Nod makes an aftershave, they make an aftershave balm. So it's nice that they finally got into making it a splash or aftershave lotion for those of us who like to put the splash on our fragrance as opposed to just using a balm. And I bought this as a set with the soap, aftershave, and a little candle that I can light up from West Coast Shaving when they had this set up for purchase for $50 with free shipping. Now, if I'm not mistaken, on West Coast Shaving's website, everything Zaharoff related is sold out. I'm not sure about Gentleman's Nod's website. They may be sold out too. I'm not sure. You have to check them out. But I opted to go through West Coast Shaving because I got free shipping. And it was a little bit cheaper to buy it through West Coast Shaving than it was to buy through Gentleman's Nod. From where I looked. Oh, nice creamy lather. The kind of stuff you write home about when you're on vacation. And like I said, this is like a classic manly scent, but it's not so overbearingly manly that it would put off a younger person. This is definitely, even though it's classic man scent to me, it's also contemporary. It's hard to describe. It's like a perfect blend of contemporary and classic masculinity. And all the notes working in harmony. And this is Gentleman's Nod. This is Gentleman's Nod Cardinal base of their soap with a few tweaks from their previous Cardinal base from the Kampai soap, which I've never tried the Kampai soap. I heard that was their tester for their Cardinal base, and they took some critique from the fans and just tweaked it a little bit to make it better. And I think they made it way better than some of the regular Gentleman's Nod soaps I've used previously. Definitely an excellent lather. This would be great for. It can be good for daytime wear, nighttime wear. Like I said, it's not overbearing. Just very enjoyable. And I've used this soap and splash one time yesterday, and that was the first time I used it. And this will be my second time using it. So now we're going to shave for the first time ever with the Barbasol Floating Head razor with the Voskhod blade in it. And a little history about the Barbasol Floating Head is it was manufactured between the years of 1932 to 1934. A very rare razor. It weighs in at 3 ounces, and it's got some heft to it. I have a feeling that the insides, even though it's chrome plated, I have a feeling the insides are brass because it's very heavyweight. However, I could be wrong. The problem with the Barbasol Floating Head is there's not much information, even out there on the internet, that I could find. There's a little bit of info, but not a lot. I can say it's a two-piece razor, kind of like the Merkur 34C, where you twist the bottom and the top head cap comes off. So it is a two-piece razor, much like a Merkur 34C. Although the screw end of it is a lot shorter than 34C or 37C even. But so far, it's doing a good job shaving. You know, using quality soap, of course. But this razor is doing a real good job knocking down stubble. And it's easy to rinse out with warm or hot water, as it's got lather channels underneath of the razor head for the lather to rinse it through easily. But this definitely has a good amount of weight to it in the hand. And I researched, and I did look up on YouTube how many other videos there are of people doing a shave video with the Barbasol Floating Head. And I could only find one other video, and that was from John Conley of Uncle John's Shave Soaps. or Uncle John's soaps. So I'm the second person. I believe I'm the second person to do a shave video with the Barbasol Floating Head. But I could be wrong. If there's someone else, let me know. Let me know if there's other videos of Barbasol Floating Head razors out there, reviews. But I do believe I'm the second one to have a shave video with this. That's a nice, easy peasy first pass. Gonna re-wet the face, relather for the second pass across the grain. I'm gonna get the brush a little bit wetter because this is a super thirsty soap. The Zaharoff Signature soap by Zaharoff in collaboration with Gentleman's Nod. This is just a super thirsty soap. So it's like the more water you have on your brush, the better the lather's gonna be. And the thicker and denser it gets. Just a great soap overall. And I will admit this, if for the price of the soap alone, normally this soap alone will run you $29. For I believe, how many ounces is it? For 4 ounces of product, which is quite a bit of money. I will admit that's a lot of money for one shave soap. Well, not a lot. It's a hefty chunk of money for one shave soap. But if you like masculine scents that aren't overbearing and you want a great performer of a soap, look into this. This is just a great soap overall. Gentleman's Nod and Zaharoff knocked it out of the park with their tweaked cardinal base. Let's dry our hands off. And I meant to say, the knurling on the Barbasol Floating Head is very decent. Very good knurling on this handle. It grips really well. It's got slightly less grip than I would say a Rex Ambassador or a Rex Envoy, but it's close to that kind of grippiness. Kind of close, you know. I mean, it's not as deep as this in knurling on the Rex Envoy or the Rex Ambassador, but it comes kind of close. And I gotta say, there's no overhang on the tabs there's no overhang where the tabs are of the razor blade. So if you have problems with razors that have overhang, this is a good one to look into because there's absolutely no overhang whatsoever. I want to say a belated happy birthday to Paul Humphreys of Paul H. Films. Happy birthday, good sir. I hope you had a great time on your special day. I've heard reports that the Barbasol Floating Head razor was very aggressive, or certain models of it were very aggressive. I wouldn't say it's aggressive, but I will say it's very efficient. It's not like it's aggressive enough to knock down my stubble, but not so aggressive that it makes the shave miserable. And there's some slickness to it. I will admit there is some good slickness to it. That was just end of the second pass across the grain. Time to relather for the third and final pass against the grain. So how's everyone holding up with the heat? Here on the east coast of the United States, at least here in Philadelphia, we've been having some really hot dog days of summer. My old air conditioner, which I've had in my bedroom for 23 years, yesterday died on me. But thankfully, we had a new air conditioner, well, a new old stock AC from 2007 that we bought from Sears when it was out of season for a real good bargain. And it was just sitting in the garage, so I hauled the new AC up 2 flights of stairs to my bedroom, and with some help from my mom in assembling it, we got it in my window, and now my bedroom is nice and cool and comfortable again. But it was a good thing we had that backup AC from so long ago. Save us a ton of money. I'll say that. Because as the weather gets hotter, when you buy a new air conditioner in the stores during the summer days, they can jack up the price, I hear. So how's everyone out there dealing with the summer right now? Let me know in the comments. Time for the third and final pass against the grain. I will say on the against the grain pass, there is some blade feel, but that could just be me. But it's not a super aggressive razor. Like, I wouldn't say it's as aggressive as the Muley R41 that I used to own from 2013. But this is definitely an efficient razor. Very nice shave. Now I'm going to rinse off the face with some cold water and apply the aftershave. Hold on a sec. And I'm not seeing any damage done really whatsoever. So there's no need to use a stick pencil. That's great. It's always a great sign of a great shave. And time to finish it off with Gentleman's Knot / Zaharoff Signature Scent Aftershave Splash. Give it a nice shake to mix up all the nice ingredients. Oh, nice burn to it. Very nice burn. And a lovely scent. This I could see this becoming the hot summer scent for wet shavers all over. Or one of the hot summer scents for wet shavers all over the world. Or at least here in the United States. Well, that's the end of today's shave, everybody. I wish you all have a great day. Everyone have a good day and have a good shave. Goodbye, everyone.